Hello, people of the internet. I am Kevin Martin of Gaming Sins, and today I'm joined by
Miguel of Gamers Little Playground.
Cruz from Advanced Cruise Control.
And Vance from Advanced Cruise Control.
That's the dopest name, by the way.
Yeah.
It's like
Thank
it's
you.
so.
What
so
was
perfect.
the like? Did you guys like a eureka moment when you thought of like, just like, oh my god,
How did we come up with
All
that?
the light bulbs in the
Yeah.
room turned on.
was it like midnight and you just call? It's like, you know what, this is the name.
It was really funny because I initially wanted to do my own podcast with somebody else like years and years ago, and I was like,
Sorry,
I want
dude.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
Right here,
no. I wanted to call it Cruise Control, and then when I met this guy over here, we started tossing around ideas, and I told him what I initially wanted to call it before, and he's like, wait a minute. Like, you were with the quickness with it, too. Remember?
Yeah.
You were
I'm
like,
quick sometimes.
dude, Advanced Cruise Control. And I was like, oh, my God. And then we just stuck with it.
That's, no, like honestly,
Yeah.
that's so perfect. It's
Yeah.
like the
Yeah.
perfect thing.
You know what? I'm dumb though, because I saw the name and it didn't click like instantly. Instantly clicked. It was like the second time I saw it, and I was like, Van.
It takes a while. It does take a while. You know, it's like a wine. Water.
No, yeah, that's awesome. All right. How you guys doing? Did you guys is the morning all right? You guys
Going good.
It's like
Oh,
our
yeah.
first like rainy day,
I know.
at least
Rainy
out
day
here
in LA.
like,
Yeah.
Burbanky area. It's really nice. I love the
I
fall.
love rainy day. Yeah.
Me too.
Just the fall in general
Yeah.
is just
Oh,
nice. We're
definitely.
finally starting
Yeah.
to settle into that.
I've been done with summer since like June 22nd.
Yeah. Like, it was-
Especially you guys
Waiting,
being up
like-
here, man. It's been so hot.
Yeah. It's like,
Where do you guys?
We're in Hollywood.
we're in Hollywood.
Hollywood.
Okay,
yeah.
yeah.
I'm in Long Beach, so it's not as bad.
Oh, yeah,
during
he's
the
good.
summer.
Oh, okay, yeah.
No,
Right-
I live
right
in
next
the
to the
straight, like the lowest point in the valley. Like it's fucking all the heat just.
Oh, yeah, you're like 10 degrees hotter than
yeah.
where we live.
Yeah,
It's horrible.
It's
horrible.
rough.
Couldn't do
It's rough.
that. Couldn't do that.
Yeah.
All right, so before we get into our little like topical discussions, we usually like to start by asking you guys a few questions. So
Okay.
individually, normally we have one guest, but we've started doing little two first. So individually, answer. I don't expect you guys to have to like converge.
We have to
What's your
consult
favorite
on this
movie?
one.
We got to figure out one. All right, so first question: favorite TV show, like in general, or maybe right now, or maybe in the past. Just favorite TV show, maybe something you're watching right now. or-
Normally, I would say Archer because I love that show. I could watch that shit like over and over again
Yeah.
on repeat. And I've cosplayed as Lana Kane before, so
That's awesome.
it's pretty fun. But lately I've been kind of obsessed with this show called The Mighty Boosh.
The Mighty Boosh.
Do you know what I'm talking
yeah.
about? Yeah, like
Yeah,
I just
Bailey.
discovered it. I don't know how. I was like, how did I not discover this like sooner? But I've been obsessed with it, so I just I'll go to bed watching it.
And watching
so
it, yeah.
yeah.
What
I've
about
never
yours?
heard of
Dreams.
it. Is that-
Mighty Boosh.
Yeah.
It's like a very English.
You were taking
like,
mushrooms?
Yeah.
Because that's
Yeah. He finally saw like an episode last night, and he's like, "Is this the Mighty Boosh?" I'm like, "Yeah, dude. Like, it's a very
Dude, this is-
psychedelic kind of."
This is a little much, man. All right.
I'm not in the right state of mind for this show right
I'm
now.
not ready for this, man.
What about yourself? What do you watch?
I'm a big
Or-
Rick and Morty guy. I love Rick. Brother.
I never thought I'd see the day.
And, like,
Yeah,
oh,
man.
No, there's tons of Rick and Morty fans,
Dude,
but I'm like,
Yeah.
it's an obsession.
It's so friggin'
It's-
smart, man.
Yeah.
It's yeah.
And just, it's so smart. Like that last. Did you watch the Rick Lantis?
yes.
Well, it's
I'm
brilliant.
like I'm caught up on
That's
everything,
20
and I've seen
million-
every
20
episode
minutes
probably
of
at least
brilliance,
twice.
man. Like,
Yeah.
I'm so obsessed with that show. I'm a big Westworld guy. Love Westworld. But yeah, man, Rick and Morty is just number one. With
I
the
love Rick
bullet.
and Morty too. Yeah, but
Yeah, you
It
still
just-
haven't
No,
watched.
I haven't
You've never
watched
seen
this.
it?
No, but it just made me laugh because he said it's so smart, and recently there's been all this backlash of people just like, stop acting like it's fucking like, like all the Rick and Morty like fucking just fancy people are just like, oh, it's so,
Fancy
like, you
people
just-
with our fingers
Yeah,
up, sipping our tea,
yeah, these fucking
watching
shit.
Adult Swim.
These commenters don't understand. Like, but I've liked what I've seen. I just
Yeah.
thought it was
Oh,
funny
it's
because
so,
like,
I love it.
No, you know what? It's not like a hard show to grasp. Like I think anybody can watch it.
not according
but-
to Rick and Morty. Like,
Yeah,
it's
no,
like,
I mean,
no,
it's like
fucking-
There's
like-
layers to
yeah,
it.
yeah.
It's and
You
if
can
you're
take
watching,
that surface layer.
yeah, if you're watching this, then you know exactly what I'm talking about because you're probably part of that group of people. But like the Destiny people, there's like people who just love it so much. They're like, "Hey, you can't talk shit on it. Like, you
Yeah,
can't
yeah,
do it.
yeah,
it's
yeah.
it's a fucking great game. You can't do it."
Yeah.
So I feel like there's the same kind of thing with Rick and Morty. There's some fans out there who are like, Like, you know, if the moment they hear somebody doesn't like it, it's like, you just don't understand it because it's like so smart.
Yeah.
It's just it's above you. I honestly don't think
I
it's
am
that.
not one of those people. Just want to say.
Don't group me in.
No, but
I'm
I
not
do
an
agree.
elitist of Rick and Morty.
I do think it's a smart show in terms of the way it's written. I think it's like written very smartly. Like its storytelling is very smart.
Right.
And then they do like dabble with like, you know, concepts that are like a little bit, you know, more advanced concepts, but it doesn't mean that they don't like water it down for the common viewer or something like that.
You sound like a closeted
you'd be
Rick
fine.
and Morty.
Huh?
You sound like a closeted like bourgeois. Like, you want to say
I have
it.
tattoos. Check it
What are
out.
your theories? What are your theories?
Pickle Rick. You want to be?
Oh yeah, that was a great episode, Pickle
Yeah.
Rick.
God, it's
Yeah,
amazing.
I like that episode a lot.
No, but yeah, I am. I am.
All right, it's okay. It's okay. Just put the pinky up with pride.
Yeah.
Put it up with pride.
That's it. Rick and Morty fans.
Next question. Favorite video game? Do you have a favorite video game?
This is impossible.
It is.
This
It's
isn't
it's
impossible because
always
I like
tough.
so many different genres. You know, like I like Resident Evil, but then I also like Fallout. So it's like
What about right now? What's your favorite
right
one right
now.
Toast. God.
Have you seen that game, by the way?
I
What
haven't
is it called? Is it called Toast?
It's called Toast.
It is called
Yeah,
Toast,
and you're
right?
a piece of bread
Yeah,
trying to survive.
you're literally. I have.
It's pretty amazing.
Somebody was like super stoned and was like, I got an idea for a game, bro.
Half of Steam was stoned. I mean, some of those things on there, like we just heard today about Dad Dating Simulator. Like the whole goal.
Is it a simulator?
Yeah.
Or yeah, it is a
They
simulator.
have
I
a
would-
simulator for everything. now.
Yeah.
You know, like sitting in your room simulator.
Yeah. It's
Wow.
like, this is
Racking up-
amazing. Look at this room.
Yeah.
Rick and Morty's on.
Oh, it's one of those smart episodes.
Oh man.
Oh,
But yeah, right now. What
So
do you-
right now, okay, well we just beat Resident Evil 7. I know it's like an older game, but
I actually haven't beat it yet.
You haven't beat it yet?
Well, I don't actually own it. I was playing it. My brother-in-law has it, and he had been playing it. And I'm a huge Resident Evil fan. I have everything
Same.
up until 6, but I just at the time I was so broke, I just never got the chance to buy 7. And then it's kind of become one of those things where like, oh, there's this game now, so
Well, that's
I'll
how-
wait on buying
that's
it.
how I am too. I'll start like a shit ton of games and then I won't finish it. Like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, I have Arkham Knight, and then but then you know the new Call of Duty's out, so I'm gonna play that because I like to play online. And then okay, then this other game came out, and then I'm like, okay, now I have like 5 games that I need to beat because I just keep buying them and keep buying them. But I initially bought Resident Evil 7 when it first came out, and then I started to. I'm a weirdo.
Really?
The first.
we're getting there already.
Shut
huh?
up. I started playing it by myself in my bedroom in the dark on my big projector, and then like after the first few minutes, I was like, okay, I think I'm gonna stop playing this by myself. And I was home alone, so I was like, okay, I'll stop playing this. And then I kind of just put it on the back burner because I started playing other stuff. And then when he moved in, I was like, hey, I got a game we can play. And he's like, what? And he's like,
drags me
he
into
hates
it.
horror, so I like dragged him into it.
Nice.
And then we beat.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and we just kind of went
like, "Let's
back and
film you
forth.
playing."
Yeah, and I filmed him playing because he hates
dude.
horror,
It's
anything
gold,
and everything.
obviously, yeah.
And he kept jumping, and it was actually you screamed. You were like, And I was like, did I
There's
capture
some scary
that? Right
moments
now?
in that game.
But we beat it. We ended up beating it in
Yeah, we
2
beat it
days.
really quick.
Like
Yeah,
because we
that's
just
good.
like
We were switching off.
Yeah, we were switching off, and then we're like, okay, we should probably go to bed. And then the next day, we're like, let's finish this game.
Like it's
So-
5 a.m. I think we should
Yeah.
probably
Yeah.
call it a night here.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a really good game though.
Oh, it's
yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
Really
It's
fun
coming
game.
back. It's coming back.
It is gold too though, because I know just live streaming, that's the one I've ever had the most viewers on, just
Yeah.
us playing Resident Evil, and people just want to see people get fucking
People like
Yeah,
watching people
I would
into
like to play that
getting
game in
tortured.
VR, but now that I've played it, I'm like, well, now I know what to expect.
Yeah,
So
I could not do that in VR.
yeah,
I could not do that in VR.
Yeah.
I could barely do it with the screen like 30 inches away. From me.
With the 2D screen away
Yeah,
from
yeah,
me.
exactly.
I would like to try it because okay, so like I know VR is one of those things where it's like they're really trying to the industry's trying to push VR, but it's like it still hasn't caught on to the masses. Plus,
It's
it's
trying
still,
every decade to push
it's
VR.
it's you know it's
True.
It's
a lawnmower man.
I don't want to say it's like super expensive because you can buy
It's
VR.
expensive.
Yeah, okay, so it is.
It is.
Price for
Yeah, no,
console.
it-
It's
It is.
expensive to get VR, but like the times that I played it, I did it for the first time, and we have footage. Actually, as a matter of fact, right before we cut into the You Against the Ghost footage, I'll see if I can put in some of the footage of the first time I did it.
Yeah.
And it was like they did the whole like going up into like up on the elevator and
Oh
then
my
walking
God, that
out
was the
on a
funniest
plank.
fucking-
And it's
No
like
way.
scary. You're
Yeah,
you're
no.
like jarring. You're like,
I'm good.
Have you guys done the mixed VR here?
No.
No, I've been wanting to though, because I know you can.
No, we
Yeah.
have not
the
yet.
whole.
So the one he's
360.
talking about, like he said, you literally you go to like the top floor of a building, and then you're supposed to walk a plank, and
They
he's-
actually set
This
up a
doesn't
plank.
seem fun to me.
yeah, and he looked like he was like he got on the floor and started crawling because he was just like terrified, and you saw the sweat. Like he was terrified.
It's like you have to tell yourself it's not real. It's not
Yeah,
real.
it's
It's
not
not real.
Yeah.
Yeah, like sometimes I would like
But it
just
messes
be-
with like your whole.
Yeah,
Yeah, it does. It does.
Like,
it's
It's
like
Matrix, man.
Yeah,
Like it's like it's
man.
real in your
Yeah.
mind.
You're
like-
in the game.
I literally got out because besides that, I also played Arizona Sunshine, which is a zombie game. It's like a zombie shooter. Like
Okay.
zombies are around, you got to shoot them, try and survive waves. But it gets so addicting to the point where, for like a week, I was like, I just want to go back to machinima. To the point where I was like, we should do VR for our next guest.
Yeah. Like, we already done it, bro. It's like,
We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it.
Just keep going, bro. Keep going.
Had I known, I think I would have pushed to do some VR and just maybe not even asked you questions, just to see you get scared and like
Yeah. I
this
don't
know,
game.
man.
Would've been
Yeah.
great.
They got one on Hollywood Boulevard. They have that VR thing that we walk by, and it's like a horror VR thing. And she's like, "Let's go do it. Let's go."
Yeah,
do it."
in fact, they were like filming something, and they're like, "Hey, do you want to try some VR?" And I was all about it. He saw what it was before I could even see what it was, but of course I was down either way. And then they're like, "It's free, come check it out." And he just looks at me, and he's like, "No, let's
I'm
go
like, no,
home,"
it's like a college recruiting center,
and
man.
drags me
Oh,
away.
walking. Just keep
He's
walking.
like, "Just keep on." He's like, "I don't want to do
Virtual
this."
Tom Cruise pops up. He's like, hey, hold these 2 bars while you do this. I'm like, I'm good, Cruz. We're not doing this.
So did we get an answer?
I mean, I'm replaying Red Dead Redemption, man. I love that game.
I always started at Toast, and then it just ended like
I like a good
Pinnacle
story.
game.
yeah.
Red
Nothing
Dead,
like
yeah.
Red
Toast
Dead,
or-
you can't go wrong with Red
Dude,
Dead.
can't.
James
You cannot.
Marsden, one of the best
Yeah.
characters.
I just got my Red Dead copy back, and I have like my PlayStation 3 all set up. I think I'm gonna jump back into that.
It's a great like game to just replay.
Oh yeah.
It's so fun, man. Just get
Also,
lost in
Undead
the
Nightmare is
desert.
great. I think that's like
Oh,
one of
yeah,
the coolest
of course.
DLCs ever
Yeah.
done for a game. It was great.
And the second one's coming out soon, right?
Yeah, it got
just-
postponed.
It
They
keeps
paid the
getting
trailer.
postponed,
It got
but-
pushed back to next year, but
Get out of here,
Wow.
Rockstar postponing a game. That's so.
yeah, that was.
How dare they?
so out of nowhere. So unlike them.
Last question. Last great film you watched?
Mother,
Definitely Mother.
Mother, yeah.
Darren Aronofsky.
Oh yeah.
He's a great director. He's one of my favorites. I haven't actually seen that yet,
Oh.
and I don't really know much of
Don't.
know
what it's
anything.
about.
If you haven't
Go in
seen it
blind.
yet, do not read anything, especially reviews, because a lot of people have their own theories behind what the film is about, and their own opinions. A lot of people are comparing it to Rosemary's Baby, which, spoiler alert, has nothing like Rosemary's Baby
Yeah.
at all. But yeah, definitely don't read anything.
Yeah.
Just go in there blind, and then
Yeah.
you'll be able to form your own.
And you're not going to do anything after.
Yeah.
Except
Also,
for
make sure that
Christmas.
you're in a great state of
Yeah,
mind
try
when
to
you
be
go in
happy
there.
going in,
Try to be
because
happy.
that's all gonna end.
Jeez.
Get in
I
our
like
last
where
happening.
this is going. I like where this is going already. Yeah, Darren Aronofsky is a great director. He's very
Yeah.
No, he's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
I
can
saw a
tell.
couple bad reviews on that too. That was kind of.
I
I
saw
Yeah.
I saw that initial response, like people were like confused or just didn't like it, but I didn't decide to like go in and read full reviews.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
Exactly.
Black
But
Swan
But if you
didn't
think
do
about it, a
well.
lot of Aronofsky's films were not big hits either, like Black
One of my
Swan, The
favorite
Wrestler.
films, The Fountain, Darren Aronofsky film. The
Wow.
Fountain is
Okay.
Great
You're
score.
Probably up
way
there.
back.
Yeah, it's probably up there. It's like probably top 5 favorite film somewhere in there.
Wow.
And that film did terribly with like critics
Yeah.
and people in general, but I think
Yeah.
it's such a beautiful. And the score on that film is just.
We were
oh
just
my
talking
God.
about
Talking
this,
about that.
the score from The Fountain.
That
We were just
score is
talking about this.
amazing.
I had Mondo, I think is the name of the company. They pulled or they put out a vinyl pressing of the
Oh, wow.
Oh,
of that
really?
score. I was like,
Wow.
I have to buy it. I have to have it. it's
So
great.
you and like 6 other people have.
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
Yeah.
That's it. The rest are in the shelf.
Do you even have a record player?
I do. I'm not like a huge
Like-
vinyl collector or anything like that. I don't have like a huge thing, but like, you know,
But when it comes
favorite
to the
albums
fountain.
and stuff. But yeah, the fountains. Fuck yeah.
I've known hipsters that have records without record players. I'm just saying.
Oh no,
Really?
I
Yeah,
have, a,
man.
I have a
Oh my
little
God.
station actually next to my baby's crib, my vinyl player.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Anywho, yeah. So, both of you,
Yeah,
mother,
Definitely
Yeah.
mother.
mother, nice.
Yeah.
they're
Mother's
not
great.
We've
so-
got any
okay.
good recommendations on just off people.
Yeah, off people. Yeah.
Yeah. The one that TJ said. The social media one.
The
What's
her
her
name?
fucking name, man? I can't
Audrey
think-
Plaza's film.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh,
Ingrid?
Ingrid Goes West.
Yeah.
Ingrid Goes
yeah.
West.
That's a great movie too.
Yeah. I think that's
Yeah.
getting good
We
reviews.
just got the
isn't it?
MoviePass. And
Yeah.
it's the best $10 a month.
I just ordered mine. I haven't got my.
Oh,
card
it's the
yet.
best
Brilliant.
thing ever. It's the
Wait,
best
what
thing
is
ever.
that? What is that?
Movie
If it's
Pass?
like 3:00 on a Wednesday
It's-
and you want to go see a movie, you can
Mhm.
just go. Like you get unlimited movies.
You can watch one
every day
movie
of the
per
month.
day for every day of the entire month for $9.99 a month.
What?
Yeah, they lowered the price.
I don't know
Send
how
you
the
a
business
card.
model works.
I don't either.
It makes no sense to me. Like maybe people would only use it once or just like a gym membership, forget about it.
Yeah.
But it just I don't know.
We've
We've
gone like 6 times, and it's amazing. He saw Mother twice.
Yeah, that's true.
Wait, so I
$10 a
read
month?
something about like the movie pass only letting you watch like a specific or movies
One a
Well,
day.
once
the-
at a time. No,
you can-
like the same movie. You can't watch the same movie twice.
No,
Is
you
that
can
true?
wa-
No.
Here's the thing with MoviePass, a little hack here, is the card gets reloaded with the exact amount for the movie.
Mhm.
They don't know what movie you're watching.
Mm-hmm.
It's all based on the movie theater picking the movie, and all that does it when you go on the app is check if the movie's available, like it's not sold out. So you could pre-purchase any movie.
Yeah,
So
and
you
then
can
you
go
show up
see-
to when you show up to the because you get a card. You show up to the theater, and then they'll just swipe it, and then they're like, "What movie did you want to
Like a
see?"
little
And you're
debit
like,
card.
and you're like, "Oh, I want to
It's
see
like an
it
EBT
at
card
whatever."
for
And then
movies.
they basically you pick your seats depending on what theater you're at, and then that's it. You just go.
You guys should make a life hack video. Millions
That's
of
it.
views right here.
Yeah. Pre-sale for Star
That's-
Wars right now.
There you go.
You
There
could
you
do
go.
that too with the movie pass.
Absolutely.
You can pre-buy
Yeah.
tickets.
Pre-order?
No,
Pre-order.
dude,
Mhm.
that's insane.
Yeah.
Game over.
And I'm just waiting for my card to show up. That's all. I'm
Is
doing.
it specific theaters you can go to?
So there's specific theaters. AMC is definitely one of them. Like the only main one that we can think of that's not a part of it is ArcLight
Yeah,
because
the
they have
only
their
one.
own membership thing.
You can't
but
do
like,
IMAX.
and you can't do IMAX or 3D, just standard only. But like, who cares? You get to
Yeah.
see
Yeah.
as many movies as you want. But yeah, they have.
Saw American Assassin.
They even have like the smaller
If I
theaters
could.
too. Like they have the Egyptian theater listed on there, as well as like the New Beverly Cinema, Tarantino's theater. So it's cool that they have like all these different theaters available, and you can see whatever you want.
Get the El Capitan on there.
Yep.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm like super stoked on getting my card.
Yeah.
I don't know how often I'll get that. I have a newborn, so I don't know how often.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
by the way,
Congratulations.
yeah.
How often I'll get to go to the theaters? I actually still haven't even seen it, and I'm dying to see it.
Oh my God.
We saw it.
Oh
Yeah, I'm sure you
I
guys
loved
did, you
it,
movie
so
passes.
I'm just gonna put that out there.
Yeah. No, it looks great. It looks, it,
was a great
it's, I
film.
feel like that
Yeah.
film, and this is just without seeing it, just by looking at trailers and stuff. I feel like it's starting to like cross this bridge of where it's like no longer a horror film. It's like this, like there's like a film experience to it. Like you look at it and it looks like a horror film shot by like, I don't know, like Wally Pfister, the cinematographer for like Christopher Nolan. Like
Yeah.
it has
Yeah.
that like really cinematic look. It's
Yes,
no
the
longer just, like,
cinematography
a-
is amazing in
Yeah,
that film.
so-
yeah.
As far as the film like craftsmanship goes, it's amazing to watch. Like
Yeah.
the score's amazing.
The acting's great, like
Yeah.
for kids,
The
for
kids-
little
kids.
the kids acting.
They were
and you're-
great. It's
Yeah,
crazy. Yeah.
You saw it, yeah?
No,
You
I saw it.
Yeah,
I saw it.
Yeah,
I had to watch
It's the
I'm
highest
losing.
grossing horror movie of all time now.
Yeah.
it is. It totally is.
It's insane.
All right, so our topic discussion is kind of a, I don't know, like a little puzzle piece. It's got a lot of little pieces, but we want to talk about female-led Hollywood. So Hollywood's kind of taken this shift now, something that like it's never happened before. It's not the first time necessarily. There's been obviously female-led films, but it's the first time that we're seeing a huge shift in not just the film industry, but also the video game industry and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's centered around like females in general. Just like we've got Star Wars, for example. We've got Rey, and then we have Jyn Erso now. Now, like girls all around the world have characters to look up to, and then you have Wonder Woman, which just critically did so well, and it got so much money, and now girls have a superhero to look up to and stuff. So we just kind of want to talk about that. So I guess a good place to start would probably be Wonder Woman. Have you seen Wonder Woman?
I have.
I haven't seen Wonder Woman.
You haven't seen Wonder Woman.
I
I've seen
have.
Wonder Woman.
You have.
Stop.
I know. I never got around to it.
Never got around to it.
I saw Mother twice, but I haven't seen one. Yeah, there's that. But Jennifer Lawrence and Mother.
Yeah, but there you go. Jennifer Lawrence being another one who's kind of pushed that like Hollywood, Hollywood into that direction of more female-led.
We just saw the Tomb Raider trailer.
Yeah, the Tomb Raider.
That's another
looks
thing that we're
sick.
getting.
What was that actress's name? She was in Ex Machina.
Alicia
Vikander.
Yeah, Vikander.
So I was told that you were a comic book fan.
Yes.
How did you feel about Wonder Woman? Yeah, I know. I love the show.
I liked it. I liked it a lot. I mean, I'm trying to think of the other film that I saw Atomic Blonde after that, and I was like, okay, I think I like this one better than Wonder Woman. But I did enjoy Wonder Woman a lot. Definitely, especially in now in the times that we were living in with all the feminists and whatnot. But that is not the reason why I liked it. I liked it a lot because I really love what is her name? I'm blanking on her name.
Gal Gadot.
Yeah, Gal Gadot.
I love her too, but I haven't seen the movie.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
I love her too, but I haven't seen the
You
movie.
still don't watch the movie. Yeah.
Yeah, she's awesome.
I've seen all the trailers.
Huge fan of the trailer.
She looks. It's like she looks amazing in the movie.
Yeah, she looks amazing in
Like
the
it's
movie.
uncomfortable sometimes. How amazing she looked in the movie.
Oh man. Agreed.
Yeah.
DC's also doing a few other films. Batgirl, Joss Whedon is directing.
I think I heard about that briefly, but I never really
Did they
confirmed.
cast that?
No, it's not cast yet. Joss Whedon basically, I mean, he's kind of known as being the female like lead writer.
Right.
He did Buffy, and then he's done ensembles where he tries to pull and make sure that the female characters get a lot of spotlight. Black Widow and the Avengers and such. But he's always talked about doing. Just in general, it's funny because then you have people who are like, why do you write female characters so well? And then he's just like, because they're human. Like, it's not difficult to write.
Awesome.
Just because I'm a guy doesn't mean I can't write a female character. So he's writing and then eventually directing the Batgirl thing, though he's doing Justice League right now. But that's something that's in the pipeline already. And then also Gotham City Sirens with the success of Suicide Squad and the Harley.
So they are making a Gotham City Sirens.
They are.
Because I kept reading stuff where, I mean, obviously I never got to confirm anything, but the last I had read, they were trying to replace Gotham City Sirens with some kind of like backstory with Harley and the Joker.
Well, actually, that's just another film that's the weird thing about DC right now. The weird thing about DC right now, I feel like DC's just kind of like, okay, there's a lot of hype around our films, whether it's good hype or bad hype, and then I feel like they're just gonna try and put out as much stuff as they possibly can, because they're the one company obviously Marvel does it, but Marvel doesn't own all of its characters, and WB owns all of DC characters, so they're like, why not just flood the system, and they're a huge studio that has all the money. So why not continue making superhero movies?
True.
If right now,
for sure.
it's doing so well. Why limit ourselves to just making 2 superhero movies a year when we can make as many as we want?
Right.
So they're doing that. They're basically after the success of Suicide Squad, it was okay. We want to make a Suicide Squad 2. Okay, so that's under works. Harley Quinn did really well. We want to do a Harley Quinn film, which eventually turned into the Gotham City Sirens film. And then there's the whole, well, we want to see her in the Joker. So then there's now a Joker Harley Quinn movie.
And they're also doing a Joker origin.
And then there's a Joker origin story, which is supposedly not. It has nothing to do with Jared Leto's Joker. It's
no, absolutely
it's
not.
Different.
It's completely different.
Which you can see on our last episode of You Against the Ghost, where we talked about that.
Scorsese's doing that one too.
Yeah, he's producing the film, and Todd Phillips.
And Todd Phillips directing.
Yeah.
Which is I think kind of an amazing pairing.
That's really cool.
It's like one that you would never expect, but you're like, that's fucking genius.
Yeah. I think it's cool that
you think Scorsese on there is good. Come on, man.
I think it's cool that they are going to do a Gotham City Sirens now that you've said that is confirmed that they are doing that, because when was the last time we saw Poison Ivy in a film that was like, what, Uma Thurman and
Batman Forever.
And Batman Forever?
Yeah.
That was the last time we saw Poison Ivy in anything, and then of course Catwoman, but we're not going to talk about the last film that had her.
I mean,
I did not.
Yeah, I was sorry. I was thinking Halle Berry.
Yeah.
Anne Hathaway looked great.
Anne Hathaway was a great Catwoman.
Okay, I'm going to disagree with that, but all right. Anyways.
Are you like a Michelle Pfeiffer? Like,
I liked Michelle Pfeiffer as Catwoman, and honestly, okay, if we're going to go into this discussion for a minute.
Oh, man.
When I saw, obviously I'm a huge Batman fan. I have him tattooed on the back of my neck, for fuck's sake. I was a big fan of the Nolan films, but the third one, I just felt, I mean, I enjoyed it, but I just felt like it was just completely overkill with all the different characters that he was trying to throw into one movie. Because, it's supposed to be his last one out of this whole series. And I just felt like Anne Hathaway as Catwoman in this film, there was no, like, think Michelle Pfeiffer, Michael Keaton in Batman Returns, right? Yeah. They had that chemistry, like in the comics, Batman and Catwoman, they have like this weird, like tension between the two of them and stuff. I didn't get that between Anne Hathaway and Christian Bale in the last, in The Dark Knight Rises at all. And I just felt like it wasn't a fit. Maybe it was Christian Bale that was the issue. I don't know, but I just felt like Anne Hathaway's Catwoman, I just wasn't getting that vibe. I think she was a good a decent Selena Kyle, but as Catwoman, I just wasn't feeling it. I was like, I'm not really.
I mean, they actually in the film, she's never called Catwoman like at all. They never say. Yeah,
that's true. Actually, yeah.
The closest they get to it is she's a cat burglar.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
And Nolan's whole like, oh, I need to ground this in realism.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. Right. Right.
So I do see what you're saying, and I would say I agree to an extent. I wasn't a huge fan of The Dark Knight Rises. I think The Dark Knight is the pinnacle of
exactly.
Yeah,
that's by far the best
Batman
one.
or Nolan. I mean, I think I would say even just in Batman films in general. I don't know.
Batman '89, man.
See, I
Michael
think,
Keaton was my favorite Batman.
I think that like Batman the '89, great. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I love it. I own all the Batman films. I'm a huge Batman fan as well. And I think it's great. And I think Returns is great. And I even kind of like Batman Forever. I think that Batman Forever.
We were just
nice.
talking about
Batman
this too.
Forever's a
We were
good
just
movie.
talking about this
I don't know
too,
where
yeah.
it got lumped in with Batman and Robin somewhere.
I don't-
along the
yeah.
line.
It's Joel
I mean,
Schumacher.
Yeah.
Well,
he's
let's
got
not even
nipples.
talk about
Big
that
deal.
film. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
what George Clooney film? What are you talking about? But
Visa,
he was
I take it
Batman.
everywhere.
back card.
Back card.
But I think that it was one of those things. It was of the time, and I think everybody would just enjoyed it. But when you really look back at it, I don't think that it was a honest representation of the characters totally, except for the Joker. I feel like the Joker, Jack Nicholson's Joker is probably the most in terms of longevity, and in comics I feel like he's probably the closest that we've seen.
Yeah.
Even though there's tons of different writers now, but the closest that we've seen. But I don't know, the way that Michael Keaton played Batman to me just sometimes felt a little phony or.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like
Batman was good.
kind of guy who
Batman
would have to
was
dress
good.
up like
I
a
didn't
bat.
like his Bruce Wayne for some reason. I didn't feel the. I guess maybe because it was they didn't do. I mean, not that you really need to, I guess, because of Batman, but I just didn't feel the Bruce Wayne out of him, and especially the scene when he's you want to get nuts. I was like, that doesn't seem Bruce Wayne to me. It was a great scene, and it's iconic. Obviously, you say that, and everybody's it's Batman. But I don't know. I just didn't. I feel like I don't know. I prefer. I
feel exactly what you just said. I feel about Christian Bale. It's
Really?
He was too sociopathic for me. He was
Who?
too,
Christian Bale?
Christian
Really?
Bale, his Bruce Wayne was like a sociopath. He didn't have real emotion. Michael.
Well,
Keaton,
see, that's the thing about it. I feel like that is true Batman. When Bruce puts on the mask, that's who he is, and when he's Bruce Wayne, that's his mask.
Yeah, but the only reason Keaton slips and says you want to get nuts is because he's being threatened, like Batman would get threatened, and that's when Batman comes.
But
out
would you
of
ever
him.
see Batman say that though?
Get nuts?
I don't know. I'm not saying that I hate it though, because I do enjoy those films. I think they're great. And it worked in the time. You know what I mean? It was perfectly of the time. I mean, you had Prince play in the movie.
Oh,
One of the best
yeah.
Batman
Soundtrack.
If that happened now, people would be like. But in the late 80s, early 90s, I think it works.
For sure.
She brought up a good point though with the chemistry with Christian Bale, because
I will say, yeah,
that
you're
never
right.
honestly
Right?
you kind of ruined it for
no, I
me.
agree.
That was the one thing
Yeah,
that
agree.
made me angry about it. I was like, I was like, no, Michelle Pfeiffer, Michael Keaton, that chemistry that was there,
In fairness, I don't think Christian Bale has ever had chemistry with anybody on screen.
Yeah.
It's kind of the whole Tom Cruise thing. Tom Cruise is not a romantic lead.
Right.
For
Right.
it. You know what I mean? He
Yeah, that's a good point. Actually, I
does,
never
mean,
really
I think
thought
it's
about
like
it that way.
the Scientology thing or something. Like I don't know.
They're not allowed to have emotions.
Yeah,
That's the problem.
like the closest Tom Cruise ever came to was Jerry Maguire, and even
I was just
Yeah.
gonna say, what
Yeah.
movie has he done that was like a romantic comedy or whatever? And like, oh yeah, Jerry
I mean,
Maguire.
Top Gun was supposed to be a romantic kind of, but
but
I mean,
you just don't
That
feel
volleyball
it.
scene was
yeah.
romantic.
And
I
as
think
hell.
him and Val Kilmer had better chemistry.
And the crazy thing about Jerry Maguire is that his like the whole point of his is that he's so disconnected anyway. So
Right.
like they just fit perfectly into.
Right,
you
yeah.
know? But that's the
Yeah.
same way Christian Bale is. Like
Yeah.
I can't think of any like
No,
you know.
you can't see it.
Yeah.
Is he a human? I don't. Like, I don't know. He has no chemistry.
He runs really well though.
Tom Cruise runs
The
really
Tom,
well.
that's what I'm saying. The
Oh,
Tom
yeah.
Cruise run.
Oh yeah, mandatory.
Alicia Vikander, Tomb Raider. Are you guys Tomb Raider fans at all?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
She looks like Laura
Yeah,
Yeah,
Croft
she
too.
nails it.
They-
Like
they-
especially the new
Yeah,
iteration
I was
of
gonna
Tomb
say the
Raider.
newer games. She definitely look like when we saw the trailer. We just saw the trailer last night for the first
Yeah.
time, and I was like, "What?" I was like,
Yeah.
"She looks like Lara Croft from the
Amazing.
game."
Bow and
yeah,
arrow.
yeah.
Are you just like in general Tomb Raider
Oh, I
fan?
love
mean,
Tomb
like
Raider. I love the new ones. Like,
Yeah.
I played the old PlayStation ones, but it just you play like 1 and 2, and then you forgot about it. you know?
Exactly.
And then
Yeah.
it's been. I don't know. It's one of those weird things because she's been so iconic for so long, but
Yeah.
I can't think of any people who were just playing every single game that was coming out.
There were so many that came
Yeah.
out too.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
many.
You know, and then Uncharted came out, and we're just like, all right, this is like the new.
Yeah,
Yeah.
This is
but
how
the-
it's supposed to be.
the 2 new ones are
Yeah.
off the charts.
yeah,
Amazing.
they're great.
really good.
Yeah. How do you guys feel about like Tomb Raider getting a film and probably like a new franchise started and kind of moving forward with that?
From the trailer, it looks.
It
like a
looks
great
so
start.
good that I was like, "Oh shit!" Like
Like I
you
wasn't
know?
expecting a new Tomb Raider. Like
you
after
see,
Yeah.
you
the
see
Angelina
this
Jolie
film.
one,
Like I mean,
Yeah.
it's something that kind of happens with all those like female-led films. Like Wonder Woman had a lot of like almost negative energy around it before its release. Everybody was like, "Oh, it's not going to do well." It's this.
That's
you know,
actually true. I
female
remembered
superhero
before
film.
it came out, there was
Yeah.
negativity around like, "Oh, is this?"
And
gonna
I
do
feel
any
like
good?
right now, like maybe people are a little bit more willing to give something a shot. But do you think that it's going to be received well? Do you think people are ready for a Tomb Raider
I
film?
think so.
I think so.
I
As
think
long
so.
Yeah.
as it's good, it's gonna overcome all that stuff. Because we were talking about that earlier, which is in the gaming world, there is so much backlash. Every time there's a new like female heroine in a game, it's just like
Yeah.
Which is a good
like,
segue.
yeah, like
Call of Duty will now World War II will now let you play as a female character in
wow.
multiplayer.
yeah.
And
Which you could before.
I thought you could do that
You
before.
That
could,
was
you
in the-
could before, but the point is, people were pissed because it was World War II, and so they were like, "Oh, it's not
Oh.
historically accurate, man. Like, what the fuck?"
Really?
So
Like,
that's why people are upset because they're like, okay.
I think that they're upset because girls are in there, but now they have a reason to bitch about
Now
it.
they have, like, something to back
you know, they're just like,
same thing with Battlefield 1, their DLC in the Name of the Tsar, which follows around Russia's first women battalion of death. So you have a DLC that's
Wow.
completely
Yeah.
based on like the female characters and stuff.
Wow.
So I mean now there's like a push even just in the gaming industry, which is for the most part led by
Right.
males in general. Like if I look at the analytics on my channel and I have 6% female watchers.
yeah.
But
Same-
those
yeah,
gamers,
same for- yeah, same for
but
us.
they're out there and it's obvious because there's a shift to
We're definitely
Right.
out there.
There's one right here. Real life.
part of my. Are you part of my 6%? You are the 6%. You. So yeah, there's a shift in video games. Are you like super stoked on that? The fact
I'm
that you
super
can
stoked
finally
because
do
there are,
that?
I mean, there's a, I have a whole group of girlfriends. I always mention this in front of Steven. He's like, where are these girls? I need to meet them.
Never seen
Yeah.
them.
I have a
Never
whole
seen them.
clan of girls. Some of which I've never actually. No, I've became really good friends with some girls that I've met over the PlayStation Network, like from playing Call of Duty. More specifically, like I'll play online. You meet some people online, and then next thing you know, we have a whole clan of girls, and we're just kicking the shit out of these boys and stuff like that. And then I've met like 3 of them in real life. You know, like, oh, I'm gonna be in your state. Let's meet up, and I became really good friends with them. But yeah, I think that's awesome that they're kind of adding more female stuff in there because there are a lot of female gamers, even though a lot of people don't believe that or a lot of people don't like it. In my case, yeah. So
I really like the fact that Battlefield 1 DLC being all female.
That is
That's
pretty.
crazy.
That's
I think
that's
a
actually
big ballsy step
pretty
right
neat.
there.
And,
Yeah.
But I mean, and it also makes sense. Like it was kind of a let's kill two birds with one stone. Like, okay, we need to make a DLC. It needs to be good.
Yeah.
But and then obviously they probably wanted to try and get in the female community because there is a huge community
For
in
sure.
gaming.
Yeah.
Though it seems like they work in the shadows. I don't know. You know what I mean? But they're there. And then it was like, okay, so let's make it historically accurate. Let's go with the Russian First Women's Battalion of Death, which is I think the coolest name.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's a
Crazy.
really dope
Sounds like a
name.
Kill Bill Death
Yeah.
Squad.
No, for sure. Hell
It's
yeah.
a real thing.
Yeah.
Speaking of leading females
Yeah,
again,
kill
But
Bill.
it made it historically accurate, so you can you can get those guys who are about to bitch and just be
They
like,
were
no,
like,
no,
"Oh!"
no, no, no,
Oh.
yeah.
It's real, really.
They'll
Like,
still
there's,
buy
like-
it.
They'll get
Yeah.
it. They'll get it.
They'll
But
still buy
it's
it.
so toxic in the gaming community.
It is,
Every
it is.
time we post a trailer or do anything with the women led games, people are just like, man, fuck that shit. Why does it have to be, or why does it have to be black, or why does it have to be
Yeah.
a woman? Why can't it just
Like
be
that Uncharted release. that
Yeah,
just came
Lost
out.
Legacy.
Yeah,
Lost
Lost
Legacy.
Legacy.
There you go. That's another game.
That's another
Yeah.
game.
Fully, that's female
I
led.
mean, it's bound to happen.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
there's males and females.
Yeah.
It's 2017, man.
Alert,
you know what I mean?
It's like, come on, man.
Yeah, totally agree. And then I think the last thing that's another thing that's just been in the news, Jamie Lee Curtis coming back to Halloween, which kind of comes back. Though I feel like, sorry, not Halloween, just in general, but like horror films in general, kind of have always had female leads.
Yeah.
And I feel like
Yeah.
that's always just kind of been the thing. And then obviously the big bad killer is usually a male.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, right.
But Jamie Lee
Where's
Curtis
the
is coming-
female slasher? That's
Yeah,
what-
right.
Where's-
Yeah.
Well,
you
I
know,
mean, the original,
Jeanette.
technically, wouldn't that
Defend
fall under the
that.
category of Friday the 13th, right? Because technically,
Yeah, first
technically
film.
the
the
first,
mom,
the
yeah,
that's
mom,
right.
You're right.
yeah,
Okay.
the mom,
Yeah.
technically.
Which
You
is
just
such
threw it
a
right back in
that's
your
so
face, bro.
interesting to me that the first
Getting
film
too used to this.
was the mother because of the death of her son. Jason
Right.
decided to kill everybody at the camp, and then the sequel was like, what if we bring the dead kid back? Like, and then the dead kid, Jason, became like
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
main.
Let's
thing
put him
for
in
Freddy.
space.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're like, how many of these are they gonna make? Jesus.
But yeah,
Have you played that game?
I actually haven't.
Which
I haven't
one?
either.
The Friday the 13th
Friday
game?
13th game.
Oh no, God, that's I can't deal with 12-year-olds anymore like that. Fuck, it's just too much.
it's just asking for it, right?
Yeah, it's just too much. I can't deal with them.
Yeah, no.
I
It looked
would-
fun, though.
I would
Like,
definitely
yeah.
try. I haven't
Yeah.
had the chance to try it, but I
Yeah.
would definitely try that game. It seems like it's fun. I don't know. It seems like it'd be one of those things that would be really cool if we were all, which I think
Yeah,
maybe
like
we
your
should,
friends are
We should
playing.
probably do that at some point soon
Uh-huh.
if we ever get you guys back over. The game, I don't know if you know, but the game would be played by multiple people. And let's say you guys are all the camp kids, right? And each
Right.
character has its own, I don't know, special thing that they're able to do. And then I'm the killer, and I just have to go out and kill you guys, but you guys can work together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I feel like there's something really fun about that.
Yeah.
To just be,
There's
be
a
able to sit
cool
there and-
concept there. It's just, the toxicity would
Yeah.
kill it for me, man.
Yeah.
I can't do it because I played Call of Duty religiously for years, and it's just at some point you just turn off the chat and just I'm
So
done.
annoying. Well, we
Yeah,
just did a
yeah,
whole
yeah.
thing.
We just did a whole episode on our podcast about that because
Because the Overwatch
Yeah.
lead developer coming out and saying, listen, this is policing you guys and this reporting system, so unless it's taking away time from us making DLC and making cool stuff, stop being assholes.
so they're like, so it's almost like they're taking the candy away from the baby. They're like, we're not gonna make any more until you guys stop, basically. And I deal with it a lot, being a woman, just being a woman, especially playing Call of Duty. When I play, when the PS4 came out, they have the party system, so now you can okay, I only hear people in my group or whatever. But I remember back in the day in the older games, all these little 12-year-old boys go in the kitchen and make me a sandwich, bitch, and I'm like, cause I beat you? I don't understand what you're thinking.
You
know?
make me a sandwich,
I'm like,
bitch.
why don't you make me a sandwich? That makes no sense.
You see
But
my
yeah.
KD? Come on. Yeah, that's
You're lagging, God.
Yeah,
That's
you
the reason won.
you lag switching fucking cunt. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, see, that's something I've never experienced. Is that was your experience back in the day? Has
Oh.
it changed now?
So here's how it's changed. So because I said there's a whole party system and stuff like that. Now I just get hate mail, like messages on
the
the plays,
DMs.
or people will send me a message like, you fucking bitch, da da da. I'm like, I had someone like send me like a death threat, and I'm like, Jesus, you're taking this game way too seriously, bro. So so now, since they can't audibly talk shit to me, they'll just send messages. And what they'll do, like especially when because I have a whole group of people, different people that I play with, right? But when I'm playing with my girlfriends, you know, when there's like 6 of us, you know, 6 versus 6, whatever.
Yeah.
They'll send the same message to like every girl in my group, and we're like, "Did you just get that message from that dude?" "Oh yeah, so did I." Like, what
That's
the hell?
crazy.
So it's crazy how people get so bent out of shape over a game, and then also try to, you know, put my gender in the mix. You know, like, oh, you're a girl.
'Cause that happens a lot where people get angry and they'll like talk shit. You know, like, oh, you fucking noob, like you don't know what you're doing, luck or whatever. But it's got to be different when you know you're
targeting
female
you,
and they target that. Like,
yeah. And what sucks too, it's not even, and it's like I said, all the girls that I play with, they're all so good. You know what I mean? And so it's like they can't. They don't really have. They
I
don't.
haven't seen them yet.
They don't really have a leg to stand on. Like, oh, you suck. You know what I mean? So then they still spew all this like hate.
Yeah.
And then try to turn it into, oh, you're a chick. You know what I mean? And I'm like, but I beat you. Like we're at the top of the leaderboard,
Whatever.
bro.
I'll take that W while you take that L. Let them sit on that. Yeah.
That's where it's kind of scary though, because you're just like, oh, it's just online and it's
Yeah.
But I feel like if you think and say those things more and more, like you kind of just get
desensitized to it
Yeah.
in real life, and that's where it gets scary.
Do you do any live streaming? Is that something?
I used to years and years and years ago, and I'm just now getting back into it. So now I'm like, I'm gonna start full force.
See, that's another thing. I wonder how that's gonna change. Hopefully, we'll get you back on some point later down the line, and just to kind of see how that's changed now that you know you're jumping back into that, because there's this huge thing about like just girls in general who just play something like Call of Duty or something, or Destiny or something, and then they like mollywop a bunch of kids, and then those kids are like, oh, like you fucking suck, yada yada yada.
Yeah.
And then the difference between somebody who's like, you know, streaming their stuff and having and they have fans, and all of a sudden it becomes praise. This like, oh my God, you're so good. Like I love you. Here's money.
And that's definitely the dynamic too. That's like the difference.
That's the
like
goal.
when you're playing against people and then people are watching, they're like, oh wow, this is amazing. But yeah, that'll be interesting to see how that goes.
Yeah, man.
Coming
Like
back into it.
again, I wish you the best of luck when it comes
Thank
to
you.
that, because that's I think that there's definitely I don't know, like a desire to see that in the gaming industry or just gaming in general. I feel like there's a lot of people who are like looking at women streamers or just Twitch players and stuff.
For sure.
And they're doing very well, and you can like feasibly you can like make a life and a living out of that now.
For sure. And that's what I've always wanted to do.
So yeah,
play video games and get paid for
yeah,
it.
like who doesn't want that life?
Seriously,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
dream,
Seriously.
dude.
Yeah.
That is the dream.
It's a dream.
Yeah.
Thank you, Michelle.
I mean,
It's been good. You've been good to me, baby.
I mean, I feel like you get to play video games more because your whole channel is like, oh, we have to do the video games before, you know. I sit there and I send them, and I'll get a chance to play them for a bit, but it's the video making more than anything.
And like I don't like live streaming, man. That shit's it's just too much too. It's just because our channel is just all gameplay.
Right.
We hardly sometimes I'll get on camera, we'll do commentaries and this and that, but I don't know how people deal with because I mean, even if no matter how strong you are, and we talked about this with other guests too, is just dealing with the criticism, which is really the hardest part. Even it like it shouldn't bother you, but it does. I don't care who you are. Like if you just keep hearing people talk shit to you, it makes you angry.
Yeah.
It might not change who you are. You might you don't need necessarily let it like affect you, but at the same time, it's like people throwing little paper clips. And I don't know. I mean, I applaud you if once you get into it. Because I know.
Yeah.
But there's the good stuff too. So
right.
Yeah, and you have fans out. I mean, there are other people.
Well, I remember the last game I ever streamed live, which was years ago, was Arkham Knight, the last Batman game, and I remembered. I think that was part of the reason why I stopped, because some dude came in the room and then was like, "Why are you doing that?" Like questioning everything that I was doing. I'm like, let me play the game, dude. Wasn't even really criticizing how I was playing it. It was just like
he's just backseat,
like backseat driving. I'm like, can I do
game.
This game without and then I just
well, you should turn here because like I found something. Just shut your goddamn
oh, you
mouth.
missed something over there on the left
playing,
side.
bro.
I'm like, leave me alone. No, so it'll be fun. It'll be fun. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes.
Well,
subscriber only chat. That's
that's
it.
Those people love you. Just say space, say space. Like that.
Speaking of gaming, we've got some gaming to do. You Against the Ghost. This is the name of the game. So what's gonna happen? Actually, I always do this. I always want to say what we're gonna do when we can just do it when we're over there. So I'll explain it when we're over at our next station, and then we're gonna go. Who's the champion today? Who's going up against the Ghost? Who's gonna be playing?
I think you should be Cruz.
You want me to play?
I think Cruz should.
All right, fine.
Cruz.
You're more of the fighting game.
The Ghost today is Mikey.
Okay.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna get my ass kicked.
Because he's been winning. He's literally
he's definitely going up.
every time he's gone up. Every time he's gone up, he's won. Every time I've gone up, I've lost. Actually, so.
Ooh.
I'm like
I feel like I would win at this game, but I don't know.
You know what? I haven't played.
Why?
So
Because she's a girl?
No,
Kevin.
because all the other games, because this is something I'm familiar with.
Okay.
All the other games have been like really like like games that I had. Like I did Arizona Sunshine, which I had played once, which is like the zombie VR shooter.
And he still lost.
And I still lost. I did. But TJ had just played it though. TJ had just played it, so he
Those
had
are
it
good
fresh in his
excuses.
memory.
Just mail those excuses in. Now
I will. Okay, I will
Yeah.
write them and I will mail them to TJ. TJ, if you're listening, you had more time than I did.
Shout
And
out to TJ. I saw him at an event like Friday.
Yeah?
So
Yeah, we
what a
miss you,
beast.
TJ.
Yeah, we love you,
Great.
TJ. We want you
Yeah.
back.
But yeah, we're gonna do that.
Sexy man.
Yeah, those eyes, those eyes, those eyes. Is it hot in here?
Yeah.
Do you guys want me to leave the room? No, I'm
I'm getting uncomfortable.
All right, so we're gonna move over to our next station. You Against the Ghost. Let's do it.
All right, You Against the Ghost. Today we've got Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. Our ghost today is Miguel. Knowledge. Whoop, whoop.
Oh man.
And that's who Cruz is going up against. So what do we got? Who's your Spider-Man?
Spider-Man, the legendary Strider.
All right.
Because Marvel vs. Capcom 2, I don't know anything for this game.
And Cruz, you're going with Chun-Li. And what's your second?
I'll go with Gamora.
And Gamora.
Very strong female choices.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Since that was the topic today.
Yeah,
might as well.
I dig it.
Yeah.
I like it. All right, so what's going to happen is you're going to be answering some trivia questions while you play.
Random general pop trivia.
Okay.
Pop culture trivia. You're going to have
Yeah.
15 seconds per, unless I'm lenient, because sometimes I am, just because
You softy.
I'm a softie.
Yeah.
And I think I secretly want to lose or
Yeah.
something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But what's going to happen is if you can't answer the question, you can go ahead and you have 3 lifelines to where you can ask Vance, and Vance can answer the question.
Hey.
Vance from Vance Refrigeration.
That's it.
The only other thing we have to say is if you don't know the question, if you don't know the question, you can pass it, but if you pass it, it's considered a loss. So I would suggest just going ahead and go ahead, hit start real quick.
Oh.
Pause the game real quick. If you don't know the question and you pass it, you lose that point. So
Can't go back
Don't
to
pass
it.
it.
and you can't go back to it. So don't pass it.
Throw out an
I'll-
answer.
throw
Just
out an
guess?
answer.
Okay.
Say
Guess it.
anything.
Good
Yeah.
to know.
All right.
Ready?
So are we ready? Are you ready?
Yes.
Are you ready?
Let's go.
Let's go. All right. First question. What is Cartman's first name on the TV show South Park?
Oh my God, I don't know.
Are you kidding me?
Phil? I don't remember his name.
Phil?
I just threw something out there because I don't remember.
Are you kidding me?
The answer is Eric. Eric Cartman.
Eric, that's right.
God.
Oh God, how did I?
Lifeline.
I'm trying to pay attention.
Phil Cartman?
Yeah, I should have said Lifeline. I was thinking of Phil Hartman.
Oh my God.
What was Leonard Nimoy's character's name in Star Trek?
Spock.
Correct. What is a platinum record awarded for?
A platinum record?
Yeah.
Come on, Cruz.
Wait, do you know the answer to this, Steve?
Yes.
Okay, Steve, Lifeline.
Million copies.
There it is.
Haha.
All right, that's
Okay.
one lifeline. You get 3, so you're down to 2.
Phil.
What is Green Lantern's weakness? There's actually 2, but I'll take either or.
Oh my God. Oh God.
That's you, Cruz.
Oh, I don't know the answer to this. Green Lantern's weakness?
Which Ryan Reynolds hate.
No, I never saw that movie. It was shit. And I'm not a huge
All right, I'm gonna start the timer.
Okay, can I just throw a guess? I'm just gonna throw a guess. Not having his ring?
That's interesting, and I guess that would be kind of, but that's not the answer I was looking for.
Damn it.
The answer I would have taken is either the color yellow or wood.
Oh,
Yellow.
I think I remember.
Wood.
Wood.
The power ring can't combat anything that's made of wood. At least, I don't know if that's still canon, but
That's a
back in
hell
the
of
day it
a
was.
weakness,
Wow.
man.
Oh, God,
All right, next thing. What is the name of Charlie Brown's dog?
Charlie Brown's. Snoopy.
Yes, it is.
Thank
Correct.
God you got that one.
All right.
You would have just walked
I was,
out.
I was ready to go home after that.
What is Superman's home planet called?
Krypton.
Yes, it is. What famous actor won the Academy Award for his role as Jake LaMotta in the film Raging Bull?
Robert De Niro.
There
Yes.
you go.
Yeah.
He just passed away, by the way, too.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
All right.
Yeah,
dude.
may he rest in peace for sure.
All right. What country is Wolverine from?
What country is Wolverine
Yes.
from? The United States?
Incorrect. He is Canadian.
Oh, that's right!
He's Canadian?
Oh, I knew that too.
Wow.
Shit.
So Canada gets something going for it.
I forgot that he's Canadian. yeah.
All right. Who played Mr. Freeze in 1997's Batman and Robin?
Arnold
Yeah.
Schwarzenegger.
Yes.
Arnold.
What was the name of Barney and Betty Rubble's adopted son in the Flintstones?
Bam Bam.
All right, yeah, I'll take it. Yeah, Bam Bam Rubble.
Bam Bam Rebel, yeah. Oh shit. Oh god. No.
What was Daredevil's father's profession?
Oh, shit.
Alcoholic.
I forgot his profession. I forgot, dude. Was he?
I don't know.
Go with
it's
a
fine.
lifeline, or do you want to?
Do you know the answer to this,
No,
Steven?
not even worth it. Don't burn it.
Okay, can I just guess? I'm just gonna guess. He wasn't a lawyer.
Save these lifelines.
See, these are very important.
He wasn't a lawyer, was he? Was he a lawyer? He wasn't a lawyer.
Oh.
I know. Matthew Murdock was a lawyer, but I can't
pretty
remember
good
what his
guess.
dad is. I'm just gonna guess. I'm just gonna say he's a lawyer.
Incorrect. He was a boxer.
Oh, that's
Oh,
right.
shit.
I knew that.
I did know that one.
Fuck.
Which?
Ben Affleck is fucking turning his grave right now. Come on, man.
Which actress portraying an? Hold on. Oh, okay. Which actress
Come on.
One more time. Which actress
Cruz.
portraying an Alderaan princess passed away in December 2016?
Carrie Fisher. Carrie
what
Fisher.
a
Correct.
fucking-
Wow.
That was
Nice.
tricky. Look at how
Was
close
that the first
was.
game?
Yeah.
All right. Well, you guys got one more game then.
See how close that was?
That was
Wow,
fucking
that was
You were
crazy.
really close to
That was
winning.
really close. And I'm like listening to him and trying to watch that at the same time. I'm
I was
like,
was I this close to win? Like how close
You're like
was
this
that?
close to winning.
This close. Oh man.
Maybe you should get back in the kitchen and make a sandwich.
I'm gonna do that anyway. But, like,
Are we doing a rematch with the same characters?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
are we?
Oh, you want to change it
Or
up?
do you want to change it? I don't care.
Okay.
No,
go
we
ahead,
can.
go ahead.
No, we can do it. We can change it.
No, we rematch. Okay.
All right. Next question. We've got 3 left. What is the name of the metal used to construct Wonder Woman's indestructible bracelets? Now this is it's a multiple choice, so we'll give it to you. here.
Ah, okay.
Oh.
Is it feminum, osmium, adamantium, or vibranium?
Vibranium.
Incorrect. Ooh, on so many levels.
Vibranium.
I was guessing.
Okay.
Uh,
Vibranium is the stuff that's made, that the Captain America shield is made out of.
Oh, I thought-
And comes from Wakanda, which is a Marvel comic. Wonder Woman is DC.
DC. No, I knew that.
It is
Wow.
feminum.
I should have guessed feminine because.
You know what? I would have guessed feminine. Just saying.
I almost guessed it. I
seemed
should have
too
went with my
obvious.
It
instinct.
seems so
It
yeah.
seemed too obvious,
Yes.
so I should have went with my instinct.
Yeah.
then. Shit.
It's all right.
All right. Next question.
Look where your instincts got you so
does
far.
What does the DC in DC Comics stand for?
I'm sorry. What?
What does the DC in DC Comics stand
Oh my
for?
God! I know this, and something comics.
It's something with a D.
No shit. I don't remember. Oh my God! I'm trying
Are
to
you
like.
kidding?
Yeah. Do you know what it is? Guess for
I
me.
think it
Steve.
is.
Guess for me, Steve.
Is it detective?
Detective
Yes,
Comics.
it is.
Detective Comics.
Right
Yeah.
on.
Oh my
All
God!
right.
Thank God.
Last lifeline, in case you don't know this next one. All right.
Oh, see, you got
I'm
one more.
gonna lose. Oh my God! Oh my God!
What?
Phil. Come on, Phil.
Come on.
Everyone's gonna give me hate for that one.
What group of heroes is sometimes referred to scientifically as the Homo superior?
Wait, what?
The what?
Homo superior. What group of heroes is sometimes referred to scientifically as...
Scientifically?
Yeah, Homo superior.
I'm gonna say something, or it's gonna get too offensive, so I'm not gonna do it.
Okay. Wait a minute. Is this like a
Is it a Saturday Night
Justice
Live
League question?
Time starts.
Or an actual question like
Scientifically within its canon, we'll say that.
Okay, so
I think I know it.
Not like scientifically in our world.
Can you ask me again? Sorry. Can
Yeah.
you repeat the question?
What?
Sorry.
All right, so
'Cause I'm
hold on, let me
losing
stop
this
that.
game right now.
Reset. Okay, what group of heroes is sometimes referred to scientifically as Homo superior? Time starts now.
Homo
I got a
superior?
funny answer, but I'm not gonna do it. It's too easy.
Wait, what's too easy?
Too easy. Saturday Night Live duo. Just think of that.
Saturday Night Live duo? Oh, do you know the answer to this? Steven, do you know the answer to this?
I don't think that's the answer. I don't think.
No, do you know
And
the
your
answer?
15 seconds are up. You gotta give me something.
Oh my god. Okay, look, the Avengers.
Incorrect. It is the X-Men. Homo superior.
That's right.
Yes.
Oh my
I was gonna say the ambiguously gay
god.
duo.
I kept thinking Justice League versus the Avengers, and I'm like, I forgot the X-Men.
Okay, so there's a weird thing here. So you won one round. He's won one round.
Oh man.
was
I
too
feel
busy
like you guys
thinking.
got to do one more round.
All right, let's do it.
To see who the full winner is here.
All right.
Who's making sandwiches?
Best of three. Who's making sandwiches?
Are we
Yeah.
changing
you wanna
characters?
change? You wanna
I don't
change?
care.
Yeah,
Do you
go
want
ahead. Go ahead and change it. Go ahead.
You know.
Because I kind of want to do. Let's see here.
Who are you gonna be? Be Mega Man.
Go back.
Can't go
I
wrong
guess
with
you gotta
Mega
do
Man.
it. The answer is X-Men, and there's no X-Men in this game.
How are there no
I
X-Men in
I
Marvel?
know.
Are they gonna sell them for DLC probably?
Fox, fucking politics.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just being.
Wait, I
But they
guess we
got
are supposed to
Spider-
pick a
well,
room
Sony,
first.
right?
Oh,
huh?
okay.
Which room do we want? Does it matter?
The throne room. There you go.
Wait, is that the Danger Room? They have the Danger Room, but they don't have the
They
X-Men.
don't the X-Men.
I want to be Rocket Raccoon. And would you say Mega Man?
I think Mega Man.
Okay.
Or Frank West. I wanted to see what he does.
No, I'm not gonna be Frank West. I'm gonna be Mega
He
Man.
does some funny shit. I've
Yeah,
seen,
really?
like,
Mega Man seems like cool.
let me see.
This is a really weak roster, man.
It is.
You know they're probably gonna come out with like, oh. You can
Well, they
download
say that
this, there'll be
they're
more.
having what 6 additional characters, but I feel like when you're Marvel versus Capcom and you had Part 2 had like this like insane amount of characters.
Yeah.
Like, why wouldn't the? I mean, I guess it's a little different because the other game was like 2D as opposed to this like 3D type thing. But honestly, I would much rather them go back to doing like a 2D, kind of like what Dragon Ball Z Fighter is doing. That like
Yeah.
look for this game and have a bigger stock of characters than to have like
I mean,
this
this
like
is
3D.
2D. Like, this is. It's just. Where the
It's
fucking-
not like a 3D world, right? You can't
Yeah,
move around.
this
Well, no, I mean like, but the models
the
are
modeling.
3D.
Yeah, the
Okay.
modeling.
And I feel like that
You
maybe
want like the
takes more
2D
time.
sprites.
Yeah. I feel like I mean it might
just-
make
I-
it cheaper.
I just want Guile, man. Like, where the fuck is
Yeah,
like,
I
you
know.
we have one like Street Fighter, him and Chun Li, Ryu and Chun Li.
All right. Superhero landing. All right, here we go. Let's see what
Superhero
happens.
You're so short.
I know. I was like, where's Groot in all
Oh,
this?
dude, he
Come on.
hustled you.
Oh,
He
he's gonna-
hustled you.
He's gonna.
He gave you hope and took it away.
What is he? Oh,
Your guys are like 3 feet shorter than even
Oh,
Ryan.
oh man, what happened?
I think
Cruz.
That was it me? Not
That's a
me.
Cruz
Okay.
move.
No, it wasn't.
It's a psych out.
It is a psycho.
Oh.
That's definitely not Bradley Cooper's voice.
I didn't even know that was Bradley Cooper.
Yeah. Oh, now Groot wants to come in? I guess not.
Yeah, bring in Groot.
Ooh.
Oh,
He did
man.
for a minute. Oh, that is gonna kill me.
You're donezo. Mega Man's terrible.
Yeah, Mega Man.
It was so like, oh yeah. I think
Why
he
would
was
you
good.
pick Mega Man?
You told me to pick Mega Man. I hate you.
I mean, he's Mega Man. You would think he'd. Actually,
on.
Kevin, do a flashback to when he leaves. He's like, it was real good. Like,
Mega Man, great.
Oh, great.
Hey,
Oh, wait.
Mega
now,
Man versus
I
that's not even a
get
fair
confused
fight.
when I'm changing characters. Oh, God. I know, right? Because, come on.
Groot's just chilling.
Shut up.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah, and then he did nothing. Thanks,
He
Groot,
just,
for
he
nothing.
just gives you a high five and leaves.
And I'm gonna die. There goes Mega Man.
It was only 48
Fight
hits.
is
It's
over.
okay.
Fight is over.
You're still doing okay. The midget raccoon versus Iron Man.
I shouldn't have picked Rocket Raccoon. I thought Groot was gonna be.
I don't know why you would pick Rocket Raccoon.
I just wanted to.
And you can't blame that one on me.
No.
Well, his
tell me
height
to-
is
you did
definitely
tell
an
me to pick-
advantage,
you
honestly.
did tell
Like
me
you've been punched
There
at
goes
multiple
Mega Man.
times and not gotten tagged.
Yeah. The voice is throwing me off too. Come on, dude.
Really? So you're telling me if Bradley Cooper had the voice, he'd be better right now?
No, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Iron Man is killing me, man.
Oh, wow.
Woo! The ghost wins again.
Cruz, come on. Come on.
Oh,
You were this close to winning.
Close, whatever.
All right, can you make me a sandwich?
So
I should have been like, here, Steve, you take the third round.
I like
I don't know.
turkey.
Hey, I make a mean sandwich, okay?
All right. We've kept the trophy. You know what? We need to start. I'm gonna start getting just Dixie cups. I'm gonna spray paint them gold. And if you win, they can take a You Against the Ghost trophy, which is like the cheapest trophy you can possibly
Dude,
get.
I'm gonna start bringing like a WWE belt.
Now you're talking my language. That's
Yeah,
next
all right,
week.
You Against the Ghost. We won. We did it, ladies and gentlemen. We did
Terrible.
By the way, we're both horrible at the game, so we're nothing like.
Yeah,
we're
I
like-
haven't played this new one at all. Like, I used to love Marvel vs. Capcom 2. and
Oh, I
like that,
love part 2.
And like forever.
All right, so we're gonna move back to our other little stage, and we're gonna go do our outros and stuff. Hope you guys enjoyed this You Against the Ghost. Let's go. All right, welcome back. You Against the Ghost. Our guests, thank you guys for coming.
Thank you
today.
so much.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us,
Yeah.
man.
It was,
Yeah.
it was really
fun.
great talking to you guys, and you guys are a nice crew. Hope you guys, your stuff goes well. Do you guys have anything you guys want to shout out? Anything at all?
That's your department, Cruz.
My department.
podcast.
Check out our podcast at advancedcruisecontrol.com, and that's Cruz with a Z, CRUZ, and our YouTube channel, keepit88.com.
Right. That
Twitter?
will all be.
Oh, Twitter at Advanced Cruise Con, and Instagram at Advanced Cruise Control.
So many.
And you can find both
can
of
find
us.
us.
On
We're
all of
on
that.
there.
We're on there. You can find our
look us
individual
up.
stuff on there.
You'll see it.
That information will be below with all of the Gamers Little Playground information and all of the Gaming Sins information, depending on where you're watching it. It'll either be first or second. Gaming Sins, we've got shirts, guys, and they're now at $20.
Limited stock.
Yeah. Limited stock.
Limited stock.
Well, runway action.
Do the model pose, dude.
Can you runway?
Oh!
What's the catwalk? Is it?
Yeah, do it right
Yeah.
there.
Show off that dad bod. Yeah, baby. Calm down, crowd. Calm down.
All right, everybody.
Kiara
Get
looks
your
excited.
panties in a bunch.
She looks excited.
Yeah, Gaming Sin shirt. They're handmade by me. I'm serious. They're handmade by me. As a matter of fact, I might even make a video of us making some of the shirts. So
They're
they're handmade,
actually-
limited stock. I'll
handmade by you.
handmade. I mean, not the shirt itself. It's not like I sit there and thread the shirt together.
Just sewing the
The
shirt.
shirts, the shirts are bought, but I mean like the
Nah,
pressing.
The shirts were like stitched by blind nuns in Nepal or some shit. Like some, you guys gotta help them out. It's
Yeah,
for them,
yeah.
You know.
All the money, all the money goes to me
Charity.
feeding my child, which is charity.
The blind nun charity. You can find it like it's linked somewhere. No charity. Just kidding.
But yeah, shirts, get them while they're in stock. And yeah, anything else you wanna?
I think we're
out
good.
there?
Yeah. Marvel vs. Capcom. Everything wrong with Marvel vs. Capcom.
Everything wrong with Marvel
Check
vs.
it out.
Capcom. That'll be out soon. And if you haven't already, make sure you guys go vote on what you guys want to send on our Gaming Sins channel. They're all superhero games. We got Spider-Man 3, X-Men Origins Wolverine, Thor the God of Thunder, and Captain America Super Soldier. So
This
you guys
is the
get to
longest
pick.
outro ever.
This
bro.
is the
Like,
longest outro.
fucking-
But you guys get to pick. Go do that. Go love Gaming Sins. Go love Gamers Little Playground. And go love Advanced Cruise Control, which is the best name I've ever heard in my life. Go check them out. We love you. We will see you in 2 weeks. Be good. Bye. Okay.